Hey, as Amir may not know, I run a small company and I work with a team. They're very amazing people, and every single week I try to share everything that I have learned from that week to my whole team. I try to read one book per day. Now, that doesn't make me any better than you. I just wanted to share everything that I am learning to the people that I really care about, and I think this is something that I really need to share to everybody. Okay? So I know I'm like an aunt already. I am using a PowerPoint presentation, but just bear with me, okay? I'm just going to read through some slides, okay? In life, I'm not going to rush or anything, but I have a meeting in 12 minutes. So let's just make this very, very quick. In life, you think that you need to move to different state. I mess it up, but okay, I'm not going to edit this. Okay, in life, you think that you need to move on from like one stage to the other stage. Like maybe when you're elementary, right? You need to be a grade 1 student first, grade 2, grade 3. Of course, that's educational. That's our education system. We cannot question that. But what if you can accelerate your personal development in quantum leaps? Right? And that's something that I have learned from Price Pritchett. It's, I think that the book is called U Squared. Okay. I'm a very forgetful person. Anyway, I'm going to read this quotes with you, and I specifically wrote them myself. No, I didn't write it myself. I mean, I just got them from, you know what it means, okay? I'm not going to explain that anymore, okay? I'm just going to read it. The unspoken but popular notion is that we must move systematically from our present level of achievement to the next. That's the obvious way of doing things, right? Then the thinking goes, from that stage, we can begin working toward graduating to the next higher level in the sequence. And that's what we call gradual progress. We're so used to that, right? Sometimes we tell ourselves, oh, we're not ready to do this. We're not ready to do that. I cannot do that because I haven't done this yet. I cannot perform this because I need to know a lot of information before I make an action. And that's what's really stopping you, right? Who's telling you that you cannot perform these things, right? It's just yourself. Think about it. Think about it. Next is, instead of accepting present circumstances or being content with gradual improvement, you go for a breakthrough. Now, a breakthrough is really hard to do, or maybe that's just our mindset. Maybe it's so hard because you think that it's going to require a lot of effort, time, energy, but what if it doesn't really require so much of your time, energy, and what did I say earlier? Effort. What if you don't have to exert so much effort, but you really need to identify all the resources that are already there around you and just take advantage of the timing. Okay? This is really an amazing book. Anyway, I hope you can read it. But yeah, moving forward. So quantum leaps can come without apparent effort. So these are high velocity moves that carry you to dramatically increase your performance without a time consuming struggle. So this book is just reminding you that you don't need to exert so much time, effort, and energy in order to make that leap or in order to make that jump. So if you think that it's super hard and it's consuming a lot of your time, then probably that's not a quantum leap. Or maybe there is another way of doing that. Okay? So this is another quote that struck me the most. The breakthrough demands a radical departure from some of your habits. And this is so amazing because in order to achieve unconventional success, you need to do extraordinary things to achieve that. Like, not everybody can do it. That's why you don't need to look at other people, because what if they're not using their potential to the fullest, right? Maybe they did something, right? And you know that it's a really great thing, right? But what if that's just the 10% of their potential and you're trying to compare yourself to their 10% of potential? What if you can do more, you can do better, you can do a lot more? So that's just, something to bear in mind. Why did I mention that? I'm discussing habits. But anyway, you have to be a completely different person. That's what you need to remember. Because old you cannot achieve new things, right? So, leaps. Oh my goodness. You're seeing my work. I should have just showed a window. Anyway, quantum leaps require paradoxical behavior, unusual moves, actions that on the surface often seems to contradict common sense. Be creative, be innovative. Don't try to fit into the mundane or into the different systems that other people build. You create the system yourself, right? You need to ask creative questions. Ask a lot of questions, Spend some time thinking. Don't try to put so many things in your day and then call yourself as a busy person, because sometimes we need to do some thinking so that we can be better people, right? What's next? This is stressing me out. You can say that I am already old, right? Why is this not why is this not working? My goodness, I have to leave in 6 minutes. This is time pressuring. Okay, all right. So we ordinarily go with the obvious. We fall in love, or we fall into the habit of relying on behaviors that seem to have worked best for us over the years. Again, habits. What you do every single day, they describe you as a person. So if you say that, oh no, it's just a one-time thing, but you do it every single day, every minute of your life, then that's who you are, right? So get rid of that bad habit, and you don't have to say that, oh, I cannot relive it. You need to make that decision. It's just waiting for you. Am I recording? Okay, I am. It's just waiting for you. Like, everything is all set. You have the resources, you have the people that's going to help you. You have the knowledge, internet, and all that. But sometimes it is us hindering our own selves or ourselves from achieving more, right? But what is more? You need to define that, okay? You need to define your own definition of success. The next is, ordinarily, we resist new maneuvers because they make us feel clumsy, awkward, and more at risk. Let's say you are a person who's not into technology. So maybe the birth of AI is making you uncomfortable because you're so used to doing things the old way. You're so used to doing things, research, copywriting, proofreading, the old way or version. But right now, there are so many technologies that can help you out. So you need to be very comfortable about it, but it's not going to happen so easy. There will be days that you will feel uncomfortable, but you just need to remind yourself that that is growth, okay? So, like I said, this is something I have, I think, already mentioned earlier, that you should not be surprised to hear that unconventional success calls for unconventional approaches. Think about it. Like, if you want to really make it big, or maybe you don't want to be a big of a person, maybe you just want to have a silent but successful life, or happy, healthy, wealthy life, then you need to do something unconventional, because it's not just going to happen one day. There's not going to be a meteor, and you're not going to have that, make that wish and witness it with your two own eyes, okay? So next is, more of the same usually just gives you more of the same. It's self-explanatory. If you're doing the same thing over and over again without changing the formula, you're going to get the same results, right? And also, you need to start thinking that trying harder sometimes only produces incremental gains. We are not after that. That's not a quantum leap. So quit thinking about trying harder, because more effort isn't the answer. You don't need to sacrifice your sleep. If you're telling me that you can do so much without sleeping, that's a lie, because you're producing, your productivity is becoming less and less. So there is a way that you can do more with less. And what is that? Okay, later we will be unveiling that. So you need to focus on possibilities, because doubt is what does the most damage. If you start doubting yourself, you will start manifesting it. Like, all the doubts in your mind, you will start to act like that person in your head. So you need to act like you have complete faith. Do what you would do if you knew you were going to succeed. And I apply this in every conversation that I have. Whenever I hop on a call with a prospect or a client, I want to give that big energy. I want to, of course, I need to be transparent and all that, but you need to behave like you have the total conviction, because if you're going to like doubt, it's obvious, right? Like, I don't know what to say. I'm not sure. So it's evident from your action. So you need to really have that conviction that you know what you're saying, you know your business, you know what's going to happen, you're going to succeed at it. The next is a quantum leap is a move that you're already prepared to make. You just haven't done it yet. Maybe you haven't realized that you can do it, or maybe it's just really waiting for you. Right? You have the potential, the resources are available, the opportunity is there. What has been missing is your decision to go for it. So go for it, right? But you need to have like a goal first, and do all that like smart goal planning, because it's hard to shoot for the stars if you don't even know where or how to go there. So quantum leap is something that you have been keeping from happening. You are the person to blame because you're hindering yourself from making that leap or that jump. So it's not something that you have to struggle to make it happen. And this is a really good quote. I only have 1 minute, but absence of evidence is not evidence of their absence. So let's say an iceberg, right? You know that there are like something hiding beneath it, beneath the ocean, but you know it exists, right? But it only shows you a glimpse of it. So not because you cannot see it doesn't mean it's not true. So next is you just try to put this into your mindset. Move an opportunity you have been ignoring. You try to abandon your excuses. No, you don't try, you do it. You reframe the problem, you take a completely different chance, okay? Then you need to have that willingness to make mistakes, because again, progress is progress. Even though you're committing a lot of mistakes and failures, it's called what? Of course, you're not going to answer because this is a recording. Okay, so I wanted to remind you that everything looks like a failure in the middle. You cannot bake a cake without getting the kitchen messy. So think about that. If you're trying to change yourself, you're going to make a lot of mistakes. You're going to lose some friends. You're going to cry a lot. But everything looks like a failure in the middle, right? But you're going to be a cute package. A cute cake with cute packaging. And then next is progress often masquerades as trouble. You need to remind yourself that failure belongs here. It is a sign of progress, right? Ano yung mindset na yan? Like, see things from a full glass perspective. Is this half full or half empty? It's half full for me. Okay, next is the struggle gives you strength. Okay, I'm not going to preach here, but the difficulties that you are experiencing, they're just evidence of what you're learning, and so on and so forth. So go look for failure, guys. Use it to your advantage. Don't interpret problems as breakdowns as a proof that you should quit, but take them as an evidence of growth and improvement. So if you're experiencing no anxiety or discomfort, then probably the risk that you're taking is probably not worthy of you. Hard pill to swallow, guys. So yeah, a high comfort level. I am late, okay? I am late. A high comfort level provides solid evidence that you're playing it safe, not really testing your limits. So go for a breakthrough. Open your gifts, because we all have talents, right? A great person didn't become great overnight. They are aware of their gifts. They are aware of what they can be. And they work on that really, really hard, right? In order to be that person. So don't just tell them, oh, they're talented. They work hard for it. So there must be something worth caring about. If you're just after the money, the sales, the whatever, the titles, you being called as a CEO or whatever, you're not going to be successful. There must be something worth caring about. And for me, that's my team members, my people, the clients I work with. I really care about them. That's why I cannot afford to be late. But I also care about you. So next is, if you have a magnificent obsession, you are poised for a quantum leap. Okay, that's it. I will be leaving now, but I hope that I made something, maybe an impact to your life or whatever. I just feel really, really good about everything right now. In fact, I'm going to eat a banana while I talk with the client. Okay, bye-bye.